Okay, so welcome to Galbraith in Conversation. Great to see you this afternoon, and my first guest joining me, of course, is Chris Daney from Fuji America Corporation.
Good morning, Trevor. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, absolutely. So I want to talk about a couple of the NXTR systems that you have, because you have different letters following the name, and I'd like to know what they mean. So we've got the NXTR-A and the NXTR-S, I believe it is.
It is.
What is the difference between the two?
So that's our flagship machine. The NXT or Next Evolution, and R is revolutionary. The S is a standard system. The A is a full autonomous. So we have two types of NXTR: a full autonomous, lights out factory, zero operator system.
Okay.
And then we have a standard system, which is the same module type, just using traditional feeders, having operators that turn it on and off, start it and stop it. So not all factories are ready for the full autonomous system.
I see. So one's got the robot system, and the other one hasn't.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So the real loader will load cassettes and load feeders
Right.
where they belong. It's really advantageous in a high mix, because all the robots do all the changeover for you.
Right.
So you don't have to decide. Operators are looking, is this the right number? It's all autonomous.
Right. And it's the same platform where you've got the interchangeable heads and all this type of thing.
Right. Speed, heads. And what's nice is the S model uses all the feeders from our previous platform.
Okay.
NXT1, 2s, and 3s. You can upgrade to an NXTR and you still retain all your feeders. You can still use them.
Okay.
We do have a new feeder that we would like to get you to, but no problem. They're still compatible.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, it's always difficult when you start changing feeders and things like that.
That's right. There are a lot of costs in that, so we wanted to make sure
Yeah.
you didn't have to,
So you've got another smaller machine, I believe, the Amex, is it?
The Amex are all-in-one machine. AIM, EX, expandable, R series, revolutionary. And so the Amex R is a double-sided system with a lot of feeder capacity.
Right.
The Amex R, we boast, and it is an all-in-one platform. So it has a revolutionary head called the Dynahead, which will switch from a chip shooter, medium component placer, to a large part placer on the fly, or dynamic exchange.
Okay.
So the AMXR is my big board handling system, and it's a true all-in-one. It'll handle all the parts you need in one machine.
So I'd imagine, for companies that are doing high mix and things like that, that would probably be the
very advantageous, yeah, because that Dynahead can handle a wide variety of parts. So they don't have to be changing out.
Right.
And, what's tough is when you have a chip shooter and an IC placer, and you have a job that's all chips. Well, the second machine's sitting idle.
Right.
Vice versa, you have a job that has all big chips and so you have the second machine doing all the work. So with the Dyna, we have that borderless optimization. So it doesn't matter which machine.
Yeah.
Any machine can handle any of them. That's the AMXR.
Excellent, excellent. So one of the things I love about the Fuji range, Chris, is that you also have these modules off, beside the machine or near the machine, for cleaning the nozzles, cleaning the feeders, cleaning the heads.
Yes, thanks for bringing that up, Trevor. You are right. We do. We have a auto head cleaner, auto feeder maintenance unit, and a smart nozzle cleaner. And all those three items are intelligent. I mean, we barcode the nozzles, the feeders, and the heads.
Right.
So we could track number of hits on the machine. After 150,000 pickups, that nozzle should be cleaned.
Right.
So now the operator just takes that nest over to that smart nozzle cleaner and lets it do its thing. Now, it'll track that maintenance was done. It'll store them for them.
Right.
And with the smart systems, not only do you do the maintenance, but it does an inspection. So it'll check flow, confirm that they're in good condition. That's an advantage to you having one of those.
It's really cool. I mean, I think you're the only. Well, in fact, I know you're the only person doing that. So
with that maintenance stuff, right?
Yeah. So, the software platform that you use is called Nexim. It's been around for a while, and I believe it's now in its third iteration or third version.
It is. We're on Rev 3.
So, take us through how Nexim operates, how it works, and what its advantages are.
Certainly, thanks. Well, Nexim, Next Evolution, Integrated Manufacturing, is our flagship platform for software. It's the best one we've ever created. Nexim is evolving for the smart factory, meaning we're adding new components like smart storage, and we just mentioned those automation tools. Nexim manages that.
Right.
And what's nice about Nexim is you get everything all in one. So one-time purchase, you got all your programming, all your CAD interfaces, your scheduling, material verification, maintenance, it all comes with it. Yes, there's some options, but we continue to advance Nexim for the smart factory. So most of the evolution moving forward, we're working towards target zero.
Right.
So we want the software to be intuitive and the machines to be intuitive, where you can truly be in a lights out.
Right.
Maybe not in our lifetime,
Not in our
but
lifetime.
sometime, right?
But in the future, for sure.
the future,
for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think Fuji. By market share, you're probably one of the biggest providers in the world. But I mean, you're very, I guess, Asia-centric mostly. But I believe you are doing some things to try and increase your
market share in North
over here.
America and
Yeah.
Europe. I think we're all seeing what's happening in Europe. It's
Yeah.
a bit slow,
Yeah.
Whereas Asia is still building.
Yeah.
And here in the States and North
Yeah.
America in general are really picking up quite a bit.
Yes.
Build it here was the
Yes.
concept.
Yes.
So we are seeing more and more tier 2 and 3 customers coming to us for that. We're a top tier machine. We're kind of the top of the heap.
Yeah.
Known for reliability, accuracy, and just the longevity of a Fuji.
Yeah.
The customers know.
Right.
And we're starting to see more of those, tier 2 and 3, they're coming to us because
Yeah.
they really want to have the best equipment out there.
Right.
And they know that Fuji is really leading the pack. We're at the spearhead of the Lights Out factory.
Okay.
We're one of the only ones that are demonstrating it here at Apex. Very proud of that.
Right.
And so everybody's seeing that and they're saying, "Hey, I want in." They want in.
Right. So what about maintenance and support? I mean, that's a key thing whenever you're making a capital equipment purchase. But something as complex as a pick and place system, you're going to have rock solid support.
We do. And what's wonderful is all of our service engineers, when they come in, they attend all of our normal training, but we also send them to Japan for advanced level training. So they watch the machines at final inspection and they know how to calibrate it from the factory to specs.
Right.
We have a big range of service engineers across the nation, west, east, north, south. Anywhere there's a big customer, we're placing an engineer there. So
Right.
if you're thinking about Fuji, we will definitely have service engineers in your territory
Right.
to support them, because to your point, you're right. Service is really what customers look at. You may have a great machine, but if you can't support it, we're going to hear about it.
Right.
So we pride ourselves in having software and service engineers that are factory trained and ready and available across the nation.
Right.
Now, we're based in Chicago. You could go to O'Hare and go just about anywhere in the world out of O'Hare Airport. So that's kind of key and strategic where we're at.
Yeah, that's kind of helpful too. Yeah, because I believe presumably you support Mexico as well and South America. Yeah.
Actually, Mexico is doing very well.
Yes.
We're very happy to have them as part of our team supporting. We have a subsidiary down there. And they have, gosh, I'm going to say 20, I think they're up to 40 some engineers. So they have a really big spread. We also have some consortiums with the schools. So we've had in Guadalajara, in Querétaro, and in Monterrey, we've placed machines so they can do training on our equipment.
In schools?
They have schools, right. Wow. So we have training so that the engineer will go, they may get hired, they'll send him over to our school with our NXT machine. They'll learn actual equipment and they'll come right back and start working.
Wow.
We even have, the University of Electronics in Guadalajara has a course, and once those students complete the manufacturing course, they work on a Fuji. The names are then given to the big supplier or the big manufacturer, and so they almost always get hired right away.
Right.
So, and we're starting to do some of that here in the States too.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to working with Queens College and maybe
That's
some
a
of
good
the other
initiative.
schools.
It's a really good initiative. Very smart. Great. Well, it's great to catch up, Chris, and learn all the latest things that are happening at Fuji.
Yeah, it is. I love talking to you, Trevor. Bring me back anytime. It's a lot of fun. I'm right there with you, buddy.
Yeah.
Following this industry. It's continuing to take off.
Oh, it's going gangbusters at the moment.
It is right now. It's a great time to be in SMT for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I wish you every success with it, and thank you for coming in and talking to us today.
My pleasure. Thanks, and same to you.
Okay.
All right.
Coming back up after the break, we're going to be talking to, I believe, someone from Hanwha Semitech. Oh, gosh.
Kaizen is the leading global supplier of award-winning cleaning chemistries for electronics assembly operations. Whether you are cleaning stencils or final assemblies, our global team of cleaning experts is there to help you succeed. Want to know more? Stop by our booth or visit kaizen.com.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.
And welcome back. My next guest today is Gerard Regard, actually son of Mark Regard, who was very well known in this industry for many years. So welcome, Gerard. Nice to see you coming through, second generation.
Yeah, thank you. Third, actually. My grandfather was Universal Instruments as well, his
Was
whole
he?
career. Yeah,
Oh my
so
goodness, wow.
Third generation, just trying to make my way like my father and my grandfather.
Wonderful, wonderful, yeah. But of course, you're with you're still in Pick and Place, but you're with Semitech, Hanwha Semitech, basically.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, so I got into the industry.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Do we not get it switched on? Do you want to start from the top? Keep going, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no problem. So I've been in the industry now for around 7 years. So I joined Hanwha Semitech last year and took over the general management role. Okay. So joining a new company, I've got a young daughter now too, so I'm really just trying to challenge myself as much as possible.
Balance it as well.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about some of the equipment that is in the Hanwha range. I mean, you've got the HS, which is a high-speed system. Has there been any changes or upgrades on that line?
Yeah, so the high-speed lines are continuing to grow and develop, right? A lot of the R&D is going there because the market is growing in that section more than the mid-speed. So we continue to develop those machines. We've got a long-term plan for the future of those, both on hardware and software side, to continue to push the, touchless factories, the lights out factories, Industry 4.0, right? Making sure that we're, open to everyone, knowing that we're growing into some of these factories with an existing, system, existing MES and competitor equipment. So we know we need to be open to grow, and we're trying to make sure we can connect with everyone.
Do you think there's a market for the lights out sort of automatic factory systems up here in the United States, or is this more for Mexico for the bigger factories?
I think the adoption's likely quicker in Mexico, just because there's so much more volume, and it's a little bit different in the U.S. So you have unique challenges, but there's still, the labor cost is so much higher in the U.S. that everyone's interested in it, right? And then you start to get into the details of how it really works and the complexity of it, and people are a little bit more apprehensive. But there's still some pretty close to lights out factories in the U.S. and people that are really trying to push the envelope on that side with automation. So I think it's coming. You know, it's going to continue to grow. But I think we're a little cautious in the U.S. right? A little slower to adopt. So.
Okay, but I mean, for those that are not ready for that, I mean, you've got the Decan line, which is another major platform that you've got. So, any changes on that system?
Yeah, so the Decan series is essentially an upgraded version of the SM, the most popular mid-speed series that we've had for a long time. So upgraded that machine already over the past 5 to 7 years. So adding linear motors, upgraded cameras, upgraded heads. So pushing the throughput on those, even though they're still mid-speed machines, and they're a very, very affordable price range versus, going into the premium high-speed machines. We're still continuing to develop that. We'll have a new version of those machines coming out with, again, a little bit faster cycle times, a little bit better automation for the future. So it continues to develop even on that mid-speed segment.
Really? Okay, that's good. That's good. So what else is new in the Hanwha stable?
Everything. It's every time I turn around, there's something new that I didn't know that we're doing. So it's we've got a lot of projects going on. From obviously the buzzword of AI is always out there. So we're trying to look at how do we truly use it. We've had closed loop feedback and things like that between SPIs and printers and AOIs, but how do we continue to build on that and really utilize the AI segment? So there's some things that we won't talk about quite yet, but that's a big focus of ours to continue to push and actually use it in our machines and in our workforce as well.
Right. I mean, do you have sensors that notify the kitting area or of the operator when you're coming to the end of a reel and that kind of thing, so that you can replenish it? Yeah. So we can go down a wormhole on that side, but we've got obviously the very basic is the reel exhausts itself and the light comes on and the operator walks over, right? So how do you continue to build on that? Whether you have a monitor over your line just informing you that something's going to exhaust, all the way to you have your PDA or you have your smartwatch and it's telling you that you need to go here and replace this or fix this. Right. Instead of trying to look down the line, you've got a direct piece of information, so the operators don't have to think quite as much. You don't have to be standing by the machine all the time. They can be off doing other or managing multiple lines even.
Exactly. And pushing that remote support as well. So things like teaching components, that anything that can be done through the GUI can be done at a separate station. So they could be looking at AOI and SPI data and also reteaching a component on a machine. So the operators are kitting equipment and making sure that the machines are just running and they have material.
Great. Okay, well, it sounds like things are going well for you. So, I want to thank you, Jared, for coming in and telling us about Hanwha today.
Yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate the time. We're happy to be here, and thanks again. Okay. Great to see you.
Thank you. Okay, so coming up after the break, we are going to be talking to someone from VJ Electronics.
Kaizen is the leading global supplier of award-winning cleaning chemistries for electronics assembly operations. Whether you are cleaning stencils or final assemblies, our global team of cleaning experts is there to help you succeed. Want to know more? Stop by our booth or visit Kaizen.com.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.
And hello, my next guest today is Don Morganson from VJ Electronics. Good to see you again, Don.
Nice to meet you. See you again, Trevor.
Yeah.
It's been a couple days.
It has been, yeah. We want to talk today about the latest product from VJ. You brought out a new rework system. First of all, what is it called?
It's called the LT150.
Okay.
The name goes directly to the fact that it has the capability for a big board and a big component up to 150 millimeters in the X and Y.
Wow. Okay, so you're obviously talking here about these massive chips that you get in the data centers.
Exactly.
150 by 150, about 5,000 balls. Tell us a little bit about how it works and how you deal with the thermal excursions and prevent warpage and that type of thing.
Exactly. Well, as we discussed yesterday with our new machine, what we're trying to do is as closely as possible, duplicate what it goes through in the reflow process through an oven and through the production line. Mm-hmm. So to meet that with these newer, bigger chips, this machine has a lot better heating capability, more powerful heaters. Just to be specific, on the top side, we've gone from 2.4 kilowatt heaters to 4.4 kilowatts.
Okay.
So or 2.2 to 4.4. So we've doubled the energy on the top side and come up with a new system to better balance and control the heating of the top side to deal with the fact that a lot of these chips get too hot in the center.
Yes.
So you need to have better heating balance, and we have a new system to handle that, which I think is very exciting.
So you'll need a heat spreader so you get an even delta T across the board.
Exactly.
Right.
Additionally, our machine, we've replumbed our machine so it can both top and bottom side spread nitrogen, blanket the board in nitrogen, so the solder joints are on both the top side and say there's bottom side components are getting nitrogen blankets so that they get heated and potentially over reflow, it's going to not compromise their integrity.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, and so the top side is that an air convection system, or
yes,
is it?
We're all hot gas.
You're all hot gas. What about in the bottom side? Is that infrared?
Both hot gas too.
Hot gas too.
So we have the capability of having all air or nitrogen, or if somebody wants to get some exotic gas like argon or something, they're welcome to. They can plumb that in too.
Okay. Because there's a lot of systems out there that typically use infrared on the underside. Is there a reason you didn't do that?
Yeah, exactly for what I'm saying. We feel that hot gas does a better job of spreading the heat uniformly across the bottom side, and it gives us the capability to use nitrogen as opposed to plain air with oxygen in it to the board. Yeah. We think, as I said, I think that helps the solder joints that are near the component or are going to go over reflow, keeping them from being compromised.
Right. Okay. Well, it sounds like it's a very, very timely new machine.
Yes, we're having a lot of interest in it, as you can imagine, now.
I bet, yeah. And then, so you just get involved in the rework. Do you have a reballing system or anything like that, or what do you do there?
We don't have an actual reballing system, but people use our machine for the heating processes and reballing. In other words, we work with other companies who give the actual reballing part, but we do the removal of the part, the scavenging. Of the old solder, and then the reflowing of the new solder balls on the part.
Right. Excellent. Okay. Great. Okay, so that's once again it's the VJ LT 150. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, Bob, thank you very much. Don, sorry, nearly made that same mistake again. Don, thank you for coming in and telling us about it today.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Great. So coming up after the break, we're going to be talking to Mark from Transition Automation.
Co-Young is leading a smart revolution that will change the world of electronics manufacturing. Based on our pioneering True 3D measurement-based inspection technology, we revolutionized the solder paste inspection market to such great lengths that 1 in 2 SPIs sold today is from Co-Young. Building our SPI technology, we expanded to automated optical inspection, also known as AOI. Every year, we introduce new award-winning innovations and have proudly earned the respect from thousands of customers across diverse industries. Aside from our R&D center in Korea, we have research facilities focused on artificial intelligence and deep learning across the world to help us further develop proprietary AI technologies for your challenges. With our global network of sales and service centers, we aim to respond quickly to your needs and to deliver the highest level of customer satisfaction.
Kaizen is the leading global supplier of award-winning cleaning chemistries for electronics assembly operations. Whether you are cleaning stencils or final assemblies, our global team of cleaning experts is there to help you succeed. Want to know more? Stop by our booth or visit kaizen.com.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.
Synchro. Join the revolution. Non-stop selective soldering. Increase UPH. Reduce maintenance. Small footprint. Contact us today for more details.
Ko Young is leading a smart revolution that will change the world of electronics manufacturing. Based on our pioneering True 3D measurement-based inspection technology, we revolutionized the solder paste inspection market to such great lengths that 1 in 2 SPIs sold today is from Ko Young. Building our SPI technology, we expanded to automated optical inspection, also known as AOI. Every year, we introduce new award-winning innovations and have proudly earned the respect from thousands of customers across diverse industries. Aside from our R&D center in Korea, we have research facilities focused on artificial intelligence and deep learning across the world to help us further develop proprietary AI technologies for your challenges. With our global network of sales and service centers, we aim to respond quickly to your needs and to deliver the highest level of customer satisfaction.
And my next guest today is Mark Curtin from Transition Automation. Great to see you, Mark.
Nice to see you, Trevor. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Now you are absolutely the king of squeegees. You know, you have not only pioneered it, but you've developed it to a fine art, quite frankly.
Thank you very much. Coming from an industry pro like you, Trevor, I feel very complimented. Thank you.
So let's go through, in some detail, some of the changes and improvements you've made to it. I mean, first of all, if we take the guard off of this squeegee here, you'll see on the blade you've got a serrated edge, and we've got some individual images. I think the first one's going to come up on the screen shortly. This one on the right here you can see, so you can, I don't know if you can get closer on that image of the blades, but
this image on the screen is just kind of an artistic layout of a very large order that we have, just showing the volume that we can handle. This squeegee I have it in my hand. We're just introducing an improvement to the Permalex edge where the steel is laser abraded, laser enhanced before the Permalex goes on.
Yeah, and you can just see it
you can see like a little zipper pattern along there.
Yeah.
So that essentially just ensures that the metal's clean and ready for bonding.
Yeah, so it gives better adhesion for the Permalex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
okay.
we just implemented that to be an extra security for the Permalex to be able to handle the high volume that people are demanding from our product.
Right. Okay. Super. So then another upgrade you've made recently is, of course, has been to some of these edge connectors. So, and I think we've got an image of the edge connectors there.
Exactly.
Okay.
We received a patent for a lot of our hard work over many years. It took us to refine this paste retainer.
Yep.
It's a leaf spring style paste retainer, and we actually enhanced it to have the members of the leaf spring be a little more rugged, thicker.
We're going to have that a bit higher to just get it in the screen.
Okay.
There you go.
And then you can see the nice parallelogram action that the paste retainer gives. It's spring loaded.
Yeah.
It also allows you to take off the end cap very easily.
Yeah.
For cleaning. Cleaning is a big issue now with the very fine components, because if the solder paste isn't cleaned out properly, a small dried piece of paste can cause havoc.
Right. Okay.
We're also providing these edge protectors. It's a simple item, but when we're selling a high-end squeegee and trying to, educate the market that this is a vital tool.
Give me your microphone, and I'll hold your microphone so that you can work with the product.
So this is something we're including with any holder and squeegee assembly order, is an edge protector, and that enables you to really kick the squeegee around in the assembly line.
Well, and it's good for safety as well. You know, absolutely. Okay.
So basically, we're in a high-end business. We're trying to educate the customer that this is not a consumable item that should be just kicked around. This is a very valuable tool.
Right.
And then so we're providing protections for that tool. And we also recently upgraded what used to be the Squeegee Buddy, what we're calling the ProTech 2900.
I like the name Squeegee Buddy, but anyway.
It's essentially a stencil frame that's been adapted to hold squeegees up to 6.
Yeah.
And then it has retractable legs that can come out and allow you to, rest it on a bench so the operators can load the squeegees in.
Okay.
And then the legs can easily retract, and then the whole squeegee frame can be put into a frame holder.
Yep.
Or it can go into the stencil cleaner.
Into the stencil cleaner. So that's the standard size for obviously for a stencil cleaner, and it'll hold up to 6 of these squeegees of varying sizes, even up to the large ones here that you can see here. These are pretty big.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of these kind of squeegees for space and technology, for some
big
of the
boards.
large boards that they're doing.
Right.
And
do you have to worry about board warpage and that sort of thing? Do these things sort of follow the contour of the board?
Yeah, that's a good question. When it comes to larger sizes, warpage is an issue. So our product is very straight. It's one thing we work hard to achieve. And that's also a very good metric for checking your squeegee. The operator should always, or the engineers should always sight down the squeegee, and that's a really good way to find out if there's damage or any imperfections in the clamping.
Yeah.
But if you look at our squeegees, you can see those are straight as an arrow. They're very
absolutely
designed to be that way.
Yeah. And you're right. I mean, and we did a printing series with Chris Shea not that long ago, and in the factory that was one of the things he said before you start the printing process. You always sight down the squeegee blade to make sure it's straight.
Absolutely.
And there's no dings or any marks in it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're very proud. We're getting a lot of the larger manufacturers coming to us. First, I think the market is actually shifting into more challenging production, and so for the first time in our 30 years, the customers are coming to us for help. And before, we always had to reach out to them. So
that's nice. It's
nice to get recognition after all these years that this is a very critical part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
It's just something that's so small that it hasn't risen up to.
Well, I mean, you've specialised in it and you've taken it to a new level. So it's I think the work you do is superb, and you put so much effort and detail into it. It really is great. So, Mark, thank you very much for giving us a walkthrough on all of your squeegee blades today, and we wish you continued success in the future.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Coming up after the break, we are going to be speaking to someone from Smart Soul Territories.
Synchro. Join the revolution. Non-stop selective soldering. Increase UPH. Reduce maintenance. Small footprint. Contact us today for more details.
Co-Young is leading a smart revolution that will change the world of electronics manufacturing. Based on our pioneering True 3D measurement-based inspection technology, we revolutionized the solder paste inspection market to such great lengths that 1 in 2 SPIs sold today is from Co-Young. Building our SPI technology, we expanded to automated optical inspection, also known as AOI. Every year, we introduce new award-winning innovations and have proudly earned the respect from thousands of customers across diverse industries. Aside from our R&D center in Korea, we have research facilities focused on artificial intelligence and deep learning across the world to help us further develop proprietary AI technologies for your challenges. With our global network of sales and service centers, we aim to respond quickly to your needs and to deliver the highest level of customer satisfaction.
Kaizen is the leading global supplier of award-winning cleaning chemistries for electronics assembly operations. Whether you are cleaning stencils or final assemblies, our global team of cleaning experts is there to help you succeed. Want to know more? Stop by our booth or visit kaizen.com.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.
And my next guest today is Richard Osborne from Vitrox Technologies. Great to see you, Richard.
Good to see you, Trevor. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So I think the latest thing you've got on the booth this week is a new X-ray platform, the QX1.
That's absolutely correct, and it's been a big hit. You know, as you know, we're the world's largest supplier of AXI systems. Mm-hmm. We're known for ease of use and speed,
right,
and being able to do 100% board coverage. And we're continuing these traits with this new technology. And currently, this new technology, the QX1, is geared towards the AI server boards. Okay. There's a couple components that go on those that are very challenging, mm-hmm. and we're demonstrating that we can repeatedly and successfully inspect these things, looking for defects.
What sort of challenges does it bring? Is it reflection?
They're very heavily shaded parts.
Right.
Both chip and connector.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So now we're not stopping there by any means. We can do 100% board coverage, but those are the two things that are really drawing everybody to us right now.
Right. Well, it's certainly very timely to be bringing out a dedicated machine for that.
I believe so, yes, sir.
Yeah, I know. And I don't know. I mean, they're building these data centers at a rate of knots at the moment, you know. But they've got all sorts of challenges associated with them. So there's going to be no shortage of things to do.
You're absolutely correct, and we're engaged with far more than just the server boards, the connectivity that goes into the data centers, the connectivity that goes into each one of the server boards. We're engaged with the manufacturing of those things as well.
Right. Wow. Well, you've got quite a range. So you've got a range of inspection systems, period. You've also got a range of very detailed robotics, both in-air robotics, enclosed robotics. Tell us the different robotic automation tools that you have.
Sure. And I think what you just said is a key term, the automation, because that's really what we're focused on is automation across the board. So we've had what we call our V9 series for a number of years, and it's a collaborative robot. So it can operate in space, in the open air. There's no danger to it.
Right.
If you were to encounter it, it's got very low pressure and it would stop. Right. We also have an industrial robotic inspection system that does come in a full enclosure, because the industrial robot will keep moving if it encounters something. So for safety, it has to be enclosed. That system has a conveyor that's integral in it. Mm-hmm. That system is also has a 3D sensor on it, which is there's none other in the market. So it's a very, very unique system.
Mm-hmm. I think the key difference between the two, though, is the in-air system works at a slower rate, though, or a slower speed.
Yeah.
Whereas the industrial one, it can really ramp up.
That's precisely right.
Yeah.
The cobot is going to be much slower than the industrial robot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then supporting that, you've also got some AGRs and things.
We do. We have AGRs and AFRs, automated forklift robotics. So this is all tying into part of the automation process, the automation focus that we have. So we can fully automate a factory that's using all of our inspection solutions with almost no human interaction. It's actually pretty fascinating to see in action. We have it going.
Right. And of course, at the center of all this, and controlling it, is your V1 software.
That's right. The V1 is it's a very powerful tool. Even here at the show, we were able to open some eyebrows to people that have been existing users. And it's not a stagnant piece of software either. It's something we're constantly developing. All of our inspection equipment can tie into it, but also the robots, whether it's an inspection robot or an AGR or an AFR, can tie into it as well.
Right. That's excellent. So quite a suite of equipment and software there. And you seem to be growing at a rate of knots as a company.
We've been very blessed, and we are. Actually, I've got an active rec to hire another support person. So if you're out there and are looking for a great company to come to work for, look me up. I'd love to hear from you.
Well, I can second the fact that it's a great company to work for. I mean,
wow, thank you.
I visited your headquarters in Malaysia, and I was shocked. It was more like a Google campus, and you had some wonderful things that you did for your employees. I don't.
Yeah, it a lot of people will say that they're people focused, but I think Vitrox actually walks that walk. It's a key thing. I'm very blessed within U.S. North America, and that we've had no employee turnover.
Right.
All of the people that we've added to the team has truly been an addition.
Right.
So I think that makes us pretty unique.
Absolutely. And then Vitrox is also a very philanthropic company as well.
That's correct. Yeah.
So they not only look after their employees, but they look after the wider community too. So
they absolutely do, and they strongly encourage us as employees to get engaged with the community and see what we can do to help out.
Yeah, it's great. Well, lots going on there, Richard. I want to thank you for coming in and giving us an update, and wish you a continued success.
Thank you for having me, Trevor. It's good seeing you.
Okay, thank you. All right, coming up after the break, we are going to be talking to someone from Smart Soul Technologies.
Kaizen is the leading global supplier of award-winning cleaning chemistries for electronics assembly operations. Whether you are cleaning stencils or final assemblies, our global team of cleaning experts is there to help you succeed. Want to know more? Stop by our booth or visit kaizen.com.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.
Synchro. Join the revolution. Non-stop selective soldering. Increase UPH. Reduce maintenance. Small footprint. Contact us today for more details.
Ko Young is leading a smart revolution that will change the world of electronics manufacturing. Based on our pioneering True 3D measurement-based inspection technology, we revolutionize the solder paste inspection market to such great lengths that 1 in 2 SPIs sold today is from Ko Young. Building our SPI technology, we expanded to automated optical inspection, also known as AOI. Every year, we introduce new award-winning innovations and have proudly earned the respect from thousands of customers across diverse industries. Aside from our R&D center in Korea, we have research facilities focused on artificial intelligence and deep learning across the world to help us further develop proprietary AI technologies for your challenges. With our global network of sales and service centers, we aim to respond quickly to your needs and to deliver the highest level of customer satisfaction.
Kaizen is the leading global supplier of award-winning cleaning chemistries for electronics assembly operations. Whether you are cleaning stencils or final assemblies, our global team of cleaning experts is there to help you succeed. Want to know more? Stop by our booth or visit Kaizen.com.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.
Why do something
Kaizen is the leading global supplier of award-winning cleaning chemistries for electronics assembly operations. Whether you are cleaning stencils or final assemblies, our global team of cleaning experts is there to help you succeed. Want to know more? Stop by our booth or visit Kaizen.com.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.
Join the revolution. Non-stop selective soldering. Increase UPH. Reduce maintenance. Small footprint. Contact us today for more details.
And my next guest today is Ivan Romo from SmartSol. Great to see you again, Ivan.
Nice to see you again, Trevor.
Yeah, okay.
Thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, no problem.
This
no
Apex
problem.
2026.
Yeah. So, I was asking you earlier what's the hot products for you at the moment, and you were telling me that your inspection systems and your partnership with Young is really working well.
Yes, this is something hot that is happening in Mexico. We recently announced that we have a new partnership with Young for Mexico and South America. Well, Center of America market, including Costa Rica, Honduras, and that region.
Yeah.
So we are more than happy because market share number one for inspection systems is Young.
Yep.
And number one rep and distributor for the electronic segment is SmartSol. So merging these two companies into the Mexico market is creating a big moment for the customers.
Yeah.
Trying to do a new synergy, improving our presence in the market, improving their capabilities with more demo centers, and of course trying to have better support for them in spare parts, because we're going to carry spare parts in a very near future.
Okay.
But they're going to manage the applications and support has done before.
Okay.
But it's something very good for our customers.
Right. So you're planning to hold stock down there in Mexico of Young's?
Yes. They're going to keep their demo room in Guadalajara, but we are going to have demo machines also in Juárez, Monterrey, Querétaro, Tijuana, and also in Guadalajara demo room. But we are going to stock some parts for the customers in Tijuana, Monterrey, El Paso, Juárez, and Guadalajara.
Okay.
So the customer will be able to buy the spare parts from us in a very near future.
Right.
But of course, the technical support application will remain directly from them. But the main point of contact for sales will be SmartSol.
Wow. Well, that's quite an undertaking, but they certainly. So you'll be pleased to see that they brought out 4 new models this week of inspection system.
Yes. So a lot of good visitors in the booth of Young and us. As you saw, there are 3 Young machines in their SmartSol booth. So we are sharing some area. So the customers visiting SmartSol are being able to cross just the line to visit also all the inspection solutions.
Yeah.
And it was a good experience because if you see the location of our booth, is in the middle of the ASMPT, Young, Sonotec, and Curcersa.
Right.
So every single visitor for our booth can see all the SmartSol portfolio.
Very strategic.
Very strategic. It was a very convenient location for them and us.
Good planning. There you go. So another big thing you've announced this week is, or you've announced it earlier, but you're opening yet another new division in Dallas, Texas.
Yes.
So tell me how that's going and when we can expect to see that coming online.
Yeah, as you know, we started this year representing ASMPT for Texas and the surrounding states.
Okay.
So because part of that agreement, we are going to have a demonstration and excellence center together with some of our partners in the McKinney region. So we are finishing some of the preparation for the building, and we are going to start moving equipment in the first week of May. So we are planning to have the first technical seminar maybe at the end of June.
Yeah.
So basically all the customers, mainly for in Houston, Austin, Dallas region, can have access to this training center and demonstration center for ASMPT and SmartSol together.
Right.
And of course, other partners for that region that are working with SmartSol like BTU, PBT, and all the distribution products that we have, will be able to have equipment also there.
Excellent.
For demonstrations.
Well, it's certainly a growing area, and there's a lot of activity around there.
Yes.
You know, with, both on the PCBA side and also on the semiconductor manufacturing side.
Yes, you know, that area is really having a big explosion on new customers. There are many traditional customers on oil and gas.
Yeah.
But all the big Taiwanese EMS are also moving big production capabilities between these big cities, so that is why we need to be ready to support our partners and our customers in the region.
Yeah.
Also with the TM robot, we're going to have a big demonstration and service center for them because companies like Wistron and Foxconn and others are using a lot of our robots.
Exactly.
So that's why we need to have the stocks and service center for them.
Yeah. Well, it sounds very exciting, and you know, I'm looking forward to seeing it when it's open.
Yes, you are already invited to our grand opening. We're still planning a little bit, and the dates can be moved a little bit farther or near, depending of what is the push that the customers will do.
Yep.
And besides of that, since a lot of that activity is being pushed by the Taiwanese accounts, we also are opening a SmartSol branch in Taipei.
Yes,
So
yes. I mean,
it's strange that an American-Mexican company has now a branch in Taipei.
I know.
But there is a specific reason, because a lot of the decisions for the procurement departments for these customers needs to be done over there.
Yeah.
And the time zone is quite different. So having an account management office over there helps to provide real-time response for a critical request for these customers.
Yeah, well, I mean, Taiwan is of course the headquarters to the 6 largest PCBA companies in the world.
Yes.
You know, including Foxconn, of course.
Yeah, especially in Mexico, more than 70% of the total investments in the last 6 years came from that region.
Yeah.
So that's why we have been also investing.
Makes a lot of sense. But, I mean, but are you going to have a demo room over there, or are you just going to do an office?
No, it's just an account management office.
Right.
But that represents a lot of the activity. Last year, I was 5 times in Asia.
Right.
So trying to create more synergy together with our principals or customers, and also with the governments, because that office is being offered also for the economic development governments for the states in Mexico, and also for the Texas Economic Development Office, trying to create more synergy with the Taiwanese companies. So it's something good that is happening, that all this synergy between the organizations, and I think that all the people living in these cities where the electronics industry is, also in the United States and in Mexico, are having some economic growth based on this pulling of the production into America
again. Yeah, absolutely. It's an exciting time for the industry. You're absolutely right.
Absolutely, yes.
But I mean, you never sit still, Ivan. You're always growing. You're always doing something. So it's exciting to catch up with you and to hear of your plans for Texas and Taipei.
Yes.
So thank you for coming in and talking to us today.
Thanks for the invitation and keep in touch.
Okay, will do. All right, coming up after the break, we're going to be speaking to Don Dennison from PIT Equipment.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.
Synchro. Join the revolution. Non-stop selective soldering. Increase UPH. Reduce maintenance. Small footprint. Contact us today for more details.
Ko Young is leading a smart revolution that will change the world of electronics manufacturing. Based on our pioneering True 3D measurement-based inspection technology, we revolutionize the solder paste inspection market to such great lengths that 1 in 2 SPIs sold today is from Ko Young. Building our SPI technology, we expanded to automated optical inspection, also known as AOI. Every year, we introduce new award-winning innovations and have proudly earned the respect from thousands of customers across diverse industries. Aside from our R&D center in Korea, we have research facilities focused on artificial intelligence and deep learning across the world to help us further develop proprietary AI technologies for your challenges. With our global network of sales and service centers, we aim to respond quickly to your needs and to deliver the highest level of customer satisfaction.
And my next guest today is Don Dennison from PIT Equipment. Great to see you again, Don.
You too, Trevor, always.
Okay. So you've spent the last 3 days traipsing around this show and hopefully seen most of it. So what's your takeaways? What's been the biggest?
Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of focus this year on the Chiron printer.
Mm-hmm. Well, it made its debut here this year, but it was by appointment only. I mean, there was a line up there pretty much all week.
It was great the way they ran it. We managed to get in a lot of the demonstrations.
Did you? No, he's on. Hold on. Sorry, we're having a minor. Okay, testing 1 2.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2.
Okay, all right. Well, we're carrying on. All right. I think we'll start from the top here, to be honest. And my next guest today is Don Dennison from PIT Equipment. Great to see you again, Don.
You too, Trevor. Always good to see you.
Okay. So, last 3 days, you've been all over the show floor. There's quite a few bits of new equipment here and there. What has been the big takeaways for you?
Well, I think the big focus this year was the Chiron lift printer. It was an introduction to the U.S. market.
Right.
And we had every day a ton of demonstrations in the booth.
Yeah, it was by appointment only, and
yes, it was.
And it seemed to be that they were literally lined up to see this machine.
You recall when we were in Prototronica, they did the same thing. So
yes.
they followed that model here,
right.
And it seems to work for them. We got
Absolutely.
a lot of people to see the machine.
And I think if nothing else, what it does is it demonstrates the industry's appetite for wanting to digitize the whole process, because the stencil printer up until now has been the roadblock to really be able to truly do that.
Sure.
And it gets rid of all these paste-related defects and issues that you get.
Well, and it puts a tool in the hand of the process engineers that are on the floor working and understand what they need as far as the stencil goes.
Right.
So now they have a tool in their hand that they can actually modify on the fly, change it instantly. Yeah. And they're excited about doing that.
Yeah, and they don't need to use any stencils, no step stencils, no anything, it's easy to program and easy to change as well.
Yeah, our old technology with the stencils was we would measure height of the pads of the paste deposition.
Yeah.
So now we're using volume.
Yeah.
And so that's going to take a little learning curve before everybody gets used to using it that way.
Sure. Yeah. And making sure you get the right shape of brick that comes down. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. We're not looking at bricks anymore. We're looking at volume.
Right.
And we're making it easier to place very large parts next to very small parts, and not have to use that step stencil.
Okay. So, I mean, the traffic's been a little bit lighter this year. I think a lot of that's because of the TSA problems we've had at the airports. But the people that have been here have certainly been here with intent to buy or to look seriously. What have you been hearing around the show, and what's been taking interest?
First day was very busy. Wednesday was a little slow in the morning, but then it picked up. The traffic picked up.
Yeah.
A lot of people were out here looking at X-ray, AXI. They were interested in how the companies have progressed using AI in their X-ray equipment.
Yeah.
And they're trying to get a handle on what the companies need with respect to X-ray.
Well, I mean, the inspection companies, as in the AOI and SPI guys, are already using almost a form of agentic AI to monitor what the operator's doing, and making sure that if he inspects the same board a month later, that he's making the same call, and if he doesn't, they call him out on it.
Exactly.
So it's
and the agentic AI is only as good as the data you put in.
Very much so. Yeah.
People are trying to understand how they can use this AI to make their life
Well,
easier.
that's true, and it's kind of interesting because every operator makes a different decision.
Correct. Yeah.
You know, so how do you get it to know which is the right one?
Well, you keep inputting the data and massaging the data
until the trend analysis gets the critical mass.
Yep.
Yeah.
So the more we use it, the easier it will be, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Any new products you saw around the show that apart from Kieran, of course?
I think a lot of the companies that came here in the past were looking to improve their process, but this year was a little different. I think the companies that came here have a lot of work, and now they're trying to get more efficient and more lean.
Right.
Okay.
I think they've been holding off on capital equipment purchases recently because they were not so sure about the tariffs, whether they were going to change and that kind of thing. But as you said, they're all busy. All these manufacturers are working flat out. So at some point they're going to have to, push the button and make these purchases.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're doing that now. I think there was a lot of business.
And a lot of business done
this year.
Yeah.
That's pretty exciting.
That's encouraging to hear. I mean, the industry's going from strength to strength over here. It's great to see. I just wish we would get some formula in place to really create an end-to-end supply chain.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, but that's for people above our pay grade, Don.
Yeah, but as you mentioned before, I think as we start to digitize the process a little bit for people, it's going to get easier.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I agree. Great. Okay. Well, it's always good to catch up.
You too. Thanks again, Trevor.
Sorry. Yeah, and good to see you again, and no doubt we'll see you again at another show sometime very soon.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Okay. Thanks for coming in. Great. So coming up after the break, we are going to be speaking to, my goodness, I think our last guest of the day.
Kaizen is the leading global supplier of award-winning cleaning chemistries for electronics assembly operations. Whether you are cleaning stencils or final assemblies, our global team of cleaning experts is there to help you succeed. Want to know more? Stop by our booth or visit kaizen.com.
For micro dispensing, there is one product line that is proven and trusted by manufacturers in semiconductor packaging, electronics assembly, medical device, and electromechanical assembly the world over. DL Technology, superior pumps and needles for the finer things in life.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.
Synchro. Join the revolution. Non-stop selective soldering. Increase UPH. Reduce maintenance. Small footprint. Contact us today for more details.
Ko Young is leading a smart revolution that will change the world of electronics manufacturing. Based on our pioneering True 3D measurement-based inspection technology, we revolutionize the solder paste inspection market to such great lengths that 1 in 2 SPIs sold today is from Ko Young. Building our SPI technology, we expanded to automated optical inspection, also known as AOI. Every year, we introduce new award-winning innovations and have proudly earned the respect from thousands of customers across diverse industries. Aside from our R&D center in Korea, we have research facilities focused on artificial intelligence and deep learning across the world to help us further develop proprietary AI technologies for your challenges. With our global network of sales and service centers, we aim to respond quickly to your needs and to deliver the highest level of customer satisfaction.
Why do something 3 times when you can do it only once? Using N1 Pass technology, BTU's new Profile Tracer is a next-generation thermal profiling tool, providing real-time data acquisition for oven optimization. It identifies inconsistencies due to temperature variables at both the product level and the heat source. Profile Tracer measures dual temperature locations as well as vibration, all in one pass, giving you time to attend the more important things in life.
Synchro. Join the revolution. Non-stop selective soldering. Increase UPH. Reduce maintenance. Small footprint. Contact us today for more details.
Hello, and my next guest is Colin Jebanecki from ScienceScope.
Hi, pleasure to meet you, Trevor. How are you doing today?
Very good, thank you. So you've got some exciting news, Colin, because I believe you've got a new storage tower product.
Correct, yeah. So let me introduce myself a little bit. Mm-hmm. So my name is Colin Jebanecki. I am the East Coast Regional Sales Manager for ScienceScope. So I cover basically Texas and up.
Okay.
So I try to do my best, ScienceScope tries to do our best to provide solutions for everyone on what they're looking for. And so this new machine that we're offering, the tower, essentially is going to help out with that fully automated process. So what it does, right, is all the customer has to do is you grab a reel or a cart of reels, load it in, machine will take it in, grab the reels, bring it over, scan it, grab the barcode, whatever information you have on there.
Right.
Grab that information, grab the actual reel, and then store it into a slot and have that information saved for the customer.
Right. Wow. All in one go without touching it.
Exactly. Right. And that's what we wanted to provide. Right. And because that's not only the automated machine, but it's a whole line of automation that we have.
Right. Right. So, yeah, because you also have labeling systems for goods inward. You've also got counting systems as well.
Correct.
So do these things? So how does it work then? Would you have an AGV? Would
Yep.
them in?
We even have an AGV too. That's also new. So essentially, like if I went through the process, right, we would start with our IMS 200, right? You have your vendor reels coming in. It's going to go ahead and grab that cart. It's going to grab the reels, scan the reels, print off the label, sticker the label, create the UID for that, and then spit it out. And then the AGV would come by, grab that, and then go to the next one, right? And so let's say you want to make sure you're actually getting a correct count on your vendor reels.
Right.
That would be the next step and go into the 5100 that we have. So it would take it over to the 5100. Again, the AGV would push it out. The machine would bring in the cart, grab the reel, count the reel, update your ERP system, label it, and then spit it out. And then from there, AGV would grab it, take it to the smart tower, and the smart tower would grab the reel, store it, and then put it away for you.
Right. Wow. And so, what's the capacity of the tower?
You're looking about 2,000, and that's going to be for, let's say, if it's strictly just 8mm reels. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want to, we can much customizable things with it, right? So all the shelves are all customizable. So if you want more of a larger store capacity, you can. We can do trays as long as they're in actual cartridges. You should be fine with that. Bags, put in a cartridge, you can just put it in there, and it should be good.
So then when you come to do a kitting list...
Good afternoon, exhibitors.
Can you...
Just a friendly reminder, no material
We're going to stop for a second.
dismantled, packed, or removed from the show floor prior to the official show closing.
Amazing timing, right?
Very good timing there. There you go. So, just to reiterate, on the... When it comes to kitting,
yes,
you can put in a kitting list and it will prepare the different reels and give you a complete kitting list of racks.
Yep, so you can actually just tell it, hey, this is the actual work order I'm looking for.
Yep.
These are the parts and these are the quantities I'm looking for. The machine will then go ahead, grab all the reels, scan it, tell it that, hey, your ERP system, this is leaving now the machine. Mm-hmm. And so that way it loads it up all on your cart for you and just spits it out.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
So it's an end-to-end automatic system then.
Yep, that's what we're aiming for.
Right. Well, that's very exciting. So what's this new tower called then?
This tower is the SMD Tower 2000.
SMD Tower 2000. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Keep it easy and simple, right?
Absolutely. Great. Well, it's exciting news, Conlon. And,
thank you so much.
I want to thank you for coming in and telling us about it today.
Of course, Trevor. It's a pleasure being here. Thank you so much for having me today.
Okay.
All right. You take care.
All right. So that brings us to the end of today's programming, and I want to thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at the next show.